I don't want just the orange. And look what happens. What happened now? When it was an orange color, it can easily move, right? But look, what happened now to this?
It's turning
You see it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Made like
hard.
congealed blood.
It's hard to pour, right? It's hard to pour. Yeah, that's why when I was starting, I was like, did I make a mistake? No, it's not pouring. All right, but keep heating it. Keep heating it. Because remember what we talked about, right? It's the chain that's a circular, like a crown. It opens up, and then you have the chains now getting longer, and then it gets entangled. And when it gets entangled, what happens? It's viscous, right? That's why it's not pouring, right? It's not flowing as freely. All right.
This would be so neat for Halloween to make blood.
I know, right? All right. And see what happens here if I keep heating it now? Because before it won't move, right? But then keep heating it, and that's what I learned. Just keep going.
So can you overheat it and then have the kids make it rotten egg smell?
You don't want to do that.
No, that's why.
If you boil it, you got the issue. But usually, what it is the fumes that get to the lip of it, and if you put that lip of the test tube over the flame,
then it's
that's
gonna
when it catches
burn.
on fire.
Yes.
So you keep the lip of the test tube away from the flame, and what
Yeah.
you do is you'll keep like a wet paper towel handy. So if it does cap into flame, you just cover it with the wet paper towel, and it extinguishes it, and it's okay. So the kids have to keep a wet paper towel there. And actually, I do the monoclinic, let the kids do that now. I won't let them do the amorphous. Because it is more of a catch on fire hazard. It does make more fumes. I'm going to do it inside. So as long as they get to do that one, the monoclinic, they're okay with me doing this one as the demo.
Yeah.
They are.
And
because this one's a little bit trickier, and you don't want to boil it, and you don't want to catch it on fire and all that. Because once in a while, as you're pouring it into the test tube, it'll pop a flame on you.
And that's one thing though, I don't let them do this because I don't want fires all over the place.
Yeah, that's just obnoxious.
It's
I
like
have it one time.
wildfires, you know.
When the kids were doing it years ago, and the test tube failed. There's just a hole popped in the bottom of the test tube. It was a bad test tube. And it was dripping down the counter and on flame, and whatever.
All right.
They liked it because they got to leave the room while I cleaned it up. They got to evacuate.
And another thing also, that is, you have the crystal in here, and now this is one is what? Crystalline and?
Amorphous. So how can you tell when it's ready aside from that dark color?
When it flows again.
When it flows again.
When it flows
And
again,
it won't
okay.
flow real fast, and so what
Yeah.
you got to do is kind of heat up the test tube the direction, the side you're going to pour on.
Okay.
You kind of hold it. See how she's kind of
Yeah,
holding
there
it
you
almost
go.
horizontal,
Yeah.
so she's heating. It's
Yeah.
laying sideways instead of like this. It's laying like this. You can heat more of it, and
Okay.
it's doing it.
Okay, so, yeah, I think this is ready.
When she pours it, I'm going to take the torch so she doesn't get accidentally in the torch.
All right.
You ready?
Thank you.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent.
Okay, and then I still have this half, and then we'll wait until, you know, something happens with this.
We got some stills left in there
Yes.
on purpose.
Yes.
Okay.
On purpose.
This is on purpose, right?
She's going to let that flow to the bottom and start to cool a little bit.
And then now,
She's going
you can come closer.